All right, is everybody ready? Yeah! Go!
What I wanted to do today was get our son involved, get myself involved. I haven't really ran. I thought this would be a good thing to get into. I also wanted my son to see us a part of it. So that's what was important for me, was just so that he could see us a part of a community event, something healthy, eating healthy, being social with people that are healthy. That way he gets used to people that are into the same things as him.
On the broader world of education, we can look at this initiative and understand that Native families and children that are served by early learning centers are not vulnerable populations, that they come from communities that are rich in cultures and language and history. What we want to get to through an initiative like this is to be able to enact the systems that have existed far before any formal non-native system was put in place.
The notion of is something that I've heard all through my growing up years, that value. That was a big thing for my family, for my grandmother. She used to say that, and that would make me happy because I was always striving for that. What does that look like? How am I supposed to act? How do I address people? She would say those things to us. And what that meant, the essence of it, is that interdependence, that interrelatedness, that interconnectedness that starts from the very beginning in the womb, that interconnectedness that we have with our mother. And then as we're born, how we're greeted by our relatives in the proper way, and the relationship and the respect that goes along with that.
We are a Lakota language immersion nest. We have 10 students, 2 cohorts, and we are the 3 teachers. Our classroom is a master apprentice language model, and so we are paired with our fluent speaker, and myself and Elena are second language learners.
Okay, so our statement there was child participation is contingent upon parent participation. And so I think that came from our program. We started off with how parent participation is required because we're trying to revitalize the language, and if the kids are learning it at school and they can't practice it at home, then that's going to be a barrier to continued learning.
We don't have an early childhood program, but we have a large campus. And so we really realized that we want to build a strong, healthy, systematic family and community engagement partnerships with our college partners and with our community. The name of our project is We Make a Path by Walking. And we realize we are just beginning this path.
And the KET initiative is really breathing life and culture into the ITSNet. And we've done that completely in collaboration with Head Start. The second effort is making parenting by connection more available to more parents. Many parents had been in our parenting by connection classes and really enjoyed it and wanted more and wanted some experience. They wanted to share it with other people. So we've been creating resource by developing the Parenting by Connection Mastery class. There were also many parents who wanted to experience parenting by connection getting together and doing it some family play evenings. So that's our third major effort. And finally, supporting parent advocacy in our Talala Parent Advocacy group.
And we're thinking about it lifelong. So people often ask, why tribal colleges? Well, tribal colleges are one beneficiary along this lifelong continuum of learning that these young ones, we hope, will find their way into a tribal college to become another leader who will replicate a highly positive experience for other young children. And we hope that when we invest in this process, that families will always be at the table and that they will draw the plans for that sustained effort. of more families being at the table and changing the face of education, early childhood education, toddler and infant education. All of those pieces are a part of what families can bring to the table.